Eve, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Oh shoot! Oh, so a lot more of you are tapping into your unconscious, subconscious. Good for you. But let me just say this: I would strongly advise that you. How can I say? Don't be a lamb. Like, don't allow others to
Breathe and relax
lead you
as we transmit
into
Metatron's quantum modules
a
to
false
clear
sense of
any
security.
implants from.
Meaning, like, it's like don't be one of those people that are easily there that follow the pack. It's not going to end well. I promise you, it's not going to end well. It never does. So we know that there is people out there trying to affect one's appearance. Still beautiful. Still beautiful. Whereas I'm quite sure that some of you can't show your face. And I know why. You know when you do ugly spells on people, on innocent people, do you know what happens? It backfires right back on you, but in a worse way. So however much emphasis you put into trying to affect someone's appearance and distort their features, you're gonna get that back sevenfold. I promise you. That's not even a promise, that's a guaranteed fact. No amount of makeup, no amount of illusions can change your true appearance. So I know a lot of you are just jumping on in to see if the if what you've been dabbling in has had any effect. What do you think? What do you think? And that's quite sad, actually. Very, very sad. You've got people trying to disguise themselves as the devil himself, trying to enter people's dream state to try and scare them. Not a good idea. You just got your asses handed to you. Yes, you was hoping by restricting someone else or trying to bound someone else. You cannot bound someone else's free will. Let me just tell you that much. You can't bound someone else's free will. Again, I get that people are struggling, but you see these people that are preying on you because you may be struggling in some way, shape, or form. More for you. Because clearly you're heated. Either that or things in your immediate environment are heating up. Somebody's crashing and burning. Whether that be literal burning, everything's going up in smoke. What is in collective energy? Spirit, please and thank you. Intake for collective energy. Oh, she told you. I told you. Judgment is at play. Yeah. Some of you could be, or have actually, you're either working on new ideas or you're putting into action new ideas. For some of you, maybe tweaking things, doing things differently. But the fact of you staying on your path and answering to your own inner calling. That's just making judgment come back around all the quicker, is what I would definitely say. So many people are probably going to do this till they drop. It is what it is, collective. The fact that you don't give these people any validation, no acknowledgement, even the ones that are on here on fake accounts disguised as somebody else trying to interact with you, to try and attach to your energy. It is literally the way you're going about it. It just screams desperation. Do you understand me? So you're verbalizing it in a very dodgy way. Literally, like you will just see red flags. Literally, like the kind of things you're asking people or the kind of things you're saying makes it very clear. Yeah, one or two things: your account is fake, and you're just trying to catfish somebody. Make it make sense. The fact that you're on there trying to pursue somebody that quote unquote you don't know from a hole in the wall, and then you really expect people to meet up with you in this day and age with what's going on in society. You must be out of your rabbit ass mind. Never gonna work. So whether you're trying to scare someone into some type of submission, there you go. The cat fits, right? Yeah. The fact that you've not saying learn. Yeah, exactly. These people are just out there spreading nothing but deception. That is their intentions. Remember, I was just saying about people trying to give you like false love proposals. That's what that is. It's literally like, how can I say? They're literally like chickens running around with their head cut off. So there's no thought process, there's no logic, there's no weighing up the odds. They're literally just acting out of ego, anger, impulsively, literally. And then what they do is anytime you make a post or anytime you come online, they jump on to see if any of their magic is working. I think not. Could be sitting here looking radiant. Thank you. Doodles. Doodles. So for those who tried the how can I say? Those who've been playing with, I don't know what kind of rubbish they do for these so-called ugly spells. And what is it? Trying to deform or distort someone's features. Mm-hmm. I think the F not. Ooh, someone's hot with hatred. Seething, like, like, how can I say it? When someone's so angry, like there's steam coming out their ears, steam coming out their nose, and like their eyes are just completely like bloodshotted. Like, someone's like, and like you can see all the veins pulsating, like in their neck, in their face. Listen, veins they probably didn't know they had until they got that mad. Mm-hmm. They're just mad because luck's on our side. The wheel's been turned in our favor because these nefarious individuals. Yeah. All right, let me just say this. So, what would it be? Violet or indigo? Is indigo darker? Anyway, green is your heart chakra. So you're manifesting your ideas. That's kind of blue. So judgment is like the truth you speak. it collaborates with the frequency of the universe, which brings about change and judgment. Do you understand? The indigo color, this is their intention. Their intentions are just deceiving people, just to be deceptive, blatantly. Again, the decisions you made. It's literally like, how can I say, the same way they're out here making erratic decisions that's backfiring on them. Do you understand me? Like, they're not thinking it through. They just don't care at this point. So why would anybody else care? The point I'm trying to make is, by them trying to aggravate you, provoke you, they're trying to get you kind of like to feel like them, like agitated, erratic, so that you then in turn choose to make a stupid decision. Do you understand? But because you're not, and you're not validating them, not even a sprinkle. It's literally like, I don't know, for some of you, these people just don't exist. And that's why they're really mad. They're desperate for some inkling or texture of validation. It's like they're dying to be acknowledged in some way, shape, or form. It's literally like, you get some people where their ego ain't bruised collective. I would more so say their ego is destroyed. Because they probably went around telling whoever, the whole community, whether it be their occult leaders or their occult compadres, like, hey, see, I got it in the bag. Like, they try to make out or give themselves a position or a title that never existed. It was all on like bravado. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. And that's people are seeing now. The news might have may have worked in the past because they was actually targeting people that was weak willed, spiritually weak also. So this is like predatory behavior. It's like they prey on the vulnerable or those that they deem to be vulnerable because that gives them like a sense of power. Do you understand me? Misdirected, misguided, a false sense of power. And they're mad. Point blank period. They're mad you keep going, they're mad at your endurance, they're mad that you won't bend to their will, so to speak, or submit to their disgusting, parasitic, demonic, disease-ridden agenda. Yes. See it there? Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. They're mad at the fact that you're hardworking. They're mad at the fact that you work hard for what you want. You work hard for what you obtain. You literally manifest your heart's desires, is what I want to say. That's why they're mad. So you know what's been happening? I can see what was happening was, yeah, unbeknownst to you, but obviously that's why the divine had you hidden in plain sight. You was around the wrong people, but the right people at the same time. Because at the same time, you had to learn your own lessons and see things for what it is, and see people for who they truly are. Do you understand me? And stop giving people chances. But on the flip side of it, these workers of iniquity was given like their own options on whether or not to continue down this dark path. But they carried on traversing down this dark trail. They became comfortable with it. And it is what it is. That's on them. So now what they're trying to do is they're trying to collective. Why did I just hear that? Some of them are going through hell. I just heard they're trying to drag you to hell with them. Really? They're trying to drag you to hell with them. This is why I say never judge a book by its cover. Never underestimate anybody. It doesn't matter how many people you gather up. Do you understand me? It not gonna work. And I'll tell you why. Because of your deception, You already had deceptive intentions anyway, and the fact that you tried to harm someone who's done shit to you. Do you understand me? These are people that like to pretend that they're healed, and someone that is actually healed, we move differently. This is why they have to copy everything we do. We don't move the same. Do you understand me? We don't vibrate at the same frequency. They're just mad because they can't get your energy, so that they can then go out and do more deceptive things other than what they have been doing already. Oh yeah, the devil makes work for these idle hands. So that's like saying the decisions you made, um, whatever actions you took, is like it activated your defense. Whereas these people was trying to get you to defend yourself the way how they perceived. Do you understand me? Because what I would have done is validated their false narrative. That's why they mad. Yeah, even the seagulls agree. Even the seagulls agree. Let's see if any more flies turn up this morning like they did yesterday. And do you know what? The funny thing is when I put that score on that fly, usually one phrase and it's dead. Collective. Yo. When I say this thing kept popping and popping, it was going bzzz, bzzz. I was like this, like, oh shit. Listen, this thing frazzled at least 3 or 4 times. And even when I put it out the door, yeah, it was still popping. That's a monitoring spirit. It was still popping. Make it make sense. The fly wasn't even that big. But the way this thing kept frazzling, like it kept whatever it was, I don't know if they were trying to escape or that's what I'm saying is a monitor spirit. Because a normal fly would have just been flatlined from that one frazzle. But this thing kept popping and there was this smoke come off it and it stunk. Like it smelled. Do you know what it smelled like? You know, you get landfills where they're just like, or even like these bins across here where people will throw like, it's also smelled like trash as well as like rotten food, but like decomposing rotten food. That's how bad it smells. I had to get out some incense, brethren. I was like, what? But anyway, I digress. So that is mad because your success is illuminated. So a new one they do, and they kind of just put you in the spotlight in a sense, but they also expose who they truly are. It's coming across a bit like obsessed, stalkerish. I mean, who makes fake accounts just to troll somebody, just to spy and stalk somebody? That ain't that you think that's a bit perverse? But they believe because they're using fake accounts, nobody will know. All out of ego and jealousy. Mind you, these are people that said, oh, you're this, you're that, and the third. So for all these things, collective, why are you stalking us? Hmm? Haters gonna hate. All you're doing is confirm we're doing something right. And you're clearly not. Exactly. You see with us, this is all in the upright. So this is all collective energy, so that's good. I kind of see like these people are, excuse me, they're silent, but not silent. Excuse me. It's like they've gone into some type of I don't know, I'm getting hitman stalker mode. They really want to take you out. It's like they want to sniper your ass. And they're mad because they cannot set you up. Again, they tried everything. They tried sending people from your past to like reconnect with you. They tried sending strangers. They even try and send in like fake handlers that or they assume or they believe is your type. And it's all backfiring. That's where they're really mad. Because you know how to be still. It's like, it's funny how they cannot take the backfire they're going through, even though they created it. But they're wondering, they know what they threw at you. They know what they did. Regardless they choose to admit it or not, it is when it is. And I'm thinking to themselves, so how can this person be so cool, calm, and collected? They're confused. Because so many people are pulling their hair out. Yeah, we take risk collective, but guess what we didn't do? We didn't put our own up as collateral. Do you understand me? For that risk. No, we didn't do that. Let's really talk about it. Yeah, now they're going through losses. So they're not just losing what they stole. If they had anything without big gifts or any kind of assets, they're losing it all. Yeah, now it's time for us to celebrate. Look at that happiness, success, achievement. Some of you may be not saying reminiscing, but like thinking back to how far you've come, what you've come through. Do you know what I mean? The fact that you wasn't reeling, because of course you had your spirit team, you had your ancestors, you had the divine. But these people thought you was alone. Now they got to be alone. These are the kind of people that are codependent. Whether it be, oh, oh wow. Some of you people is using your own offspring as like a crutch. I'm not sure who this is. So either some of you was deliberately either doing spa work on your own child or your own fetus or whatever the case may be. So you was using that as like, whether it be for financial gain or for sympathy points. That's disgusting. And then you got some of you that was doing things to your children or making your children make bad decisions just to keep them or be codependent on them. So say for instance, let me give you an example. Say for instance, you're an alcoholic and you allow your underage child to sit and have a drink with you. What do you think is going to happen? You'll actually be in jail, as far as I'm concerned. It's one thing to drink while you're pregnant, but then to drink with your underage child? Oh, no, 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 no. So that's what some of you have done. You've been drinking or using drugs with your child to make them codependent so that you both need each other. That's sick. Also, you're not only going to stunt the growth of that child, you're going to affect it in the sense of puberty, things like that. If it's whether it's a boy or a girl, if it's a girl, things like when they want to go through like their reproductive stage, like for instance, like when you have your first period, you're messing everything up for that child. Why would you do that? Their brain is not going to develop to the capacity that it's supposed to for their age. So technically you're going to have, for instance, say if the child's, I don't know, 14, 15, they're going to have the mind of a 5-year-old. They're going to have the mentality of a 5-year-old. And you don't mind because some of you people want to just use it to get extra government assistance, which is just going to, not to the health of that child, it's literally going to more alcohol consumption. You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You're going to pay for that too. I promise you're going to pay for that. Vile. Exactly. They hate your motivation. Or they want to know where you get your motivation for. Or these people are, because I can see this in one of two ways, is this like you take the balls by the horn, but on the flip side, in a different deck, it could mean something different. It could mean that they're trying to push you into taking some type of reckless action towards what they're doing to you. Smile, you're on candid camera. Knowing full well that they're, whoever it is they're already waiting to record it in some way, shape, or form to then present that as some type of evidence to validate all these lies and slander and defamation that they've been doing. Keep racking up your jail time. We got nothing but time. We got nothing but time, baby. So you want to overpower the collective. You're just mad. Look at that 9 and 10, 10 of wands. I know in other ways, in other decks, it means a burden, but in this deck, it just means that you've been handed more responsibilities because the divine knows you can be trusted with whatever this is. Do you understand? Or whatever it is, well, is bringing you some type of complete satisfaction. And this, my friends, cannot be stolen or siphoned. Okay? Clock that T. Clock that T. Yeah, so these people ain't getting no victory. 6 of wands in the reverse. So that's like saying he was trying to would it be mind control, do spell work to make you act unhinged, or I'm seeing for some of you, these people wanted you like obsessed with them, like always talking about them. These are people that are still living in the past. Not just the past, the past. And they're just mad because you ain't there. You left that timeline a long time ago. But they're still there trying to search and hunt. Do you understand me? All they're finding is a reflection of their self. That's all they're finding. Do you understand? So yeah, they try to get a victory over your energy. Make that make sense. I mean, you chose to be low vibration. You chose to be comfortable doing those nasty, dirty things. Do you understand me? Living that kind of dirty life, but presenting yourself, do you understand me, as of honor. No, boo boo. Cause we gotta expose you today. That's why you ain't got no victory. Again, you cannot get victory with someone else by forcing someone else's will. So at the same time, trying to get into someone else's mind and mind control other people that may have worked on others in the past, but you was picking on vulnerable people. So that makes you scum, as far as I'm concerned. Absolute scum. Yeah, you shine that transformation. You know when you know yourself? Just because we ain't allowing people to tell us who we are, because we know who we are. We know exactly we are exactly who the divine created us to be. Nothing more, nothing less. And we didn't need to sell our soul to do it. Yeah, look, that's all. And it's funny that, oh shit, can you see? If you can see collective, yeah. Look where the Five of Pentacles landed. It landed on the Six of Wands in the reverse. So victory in the reverse. So the only victory they got was loss. Poverty and loss. That's why they're mad. That's why they're mad. So whatever you're planning over this moon cycle, go ahead. Psh, we don't care. Do you understand me? We don't care. So you will have fulfillment in the universe. It's like you're, how can I say? It's literally like you're verbalizing your own life or your own destiny or what you want with your life, basically. You're not allowing any burdens or your immediate environment to dictate how you feel about your future. Some people don't see it, well, they know they ain't got no future. It is what it is. Their future is earthbound, as far as I'm concerned. That's what I can tell you. They're going to be stuck doing the same things for God knows how long, but that's on them, innit? Ain't no pity over here. Whilst the collective is riding the energy of harmony. Do you know real harmony comes from within? But instead, these people want to hold on to weak animosity, misdirected anger. Yeah, shit. Oh, Yeah, these people should know there ain't no fresh start with anybody from the Divine Collective. That's really what they're praying for. I don't know who you're praying to, but yeah, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. It's not gonna happen. It's like they want to be like, now, oh, I can see that you're nothing to be played with. Oh, I can see that you're a force of nature. What made you come to that conclusion then? Again, it just clearly clarifies or confirms the nefarious things you've been doing behind closed doors or under the guise of darkness. Obvious. Oh, now you don't want to oppress people no more. Now you don't want to oppose us. Listen, your views, your validation means nothing. We ain't looking for it. We don't care about it. But you want us so badly to care about what you think and what you've been saying. Who got time for that? Because that's a you problem. The same, it's really funny how you're doing or you've been living the same type of life you're trying to make other people live. Make it make sense. But yet, though, want to portray that you're living this grandiose, exciting life or you're having this grandiose experience. What a crock of bull. The only good time you was having, you was stealing other people's shit. That's a fact. Confirmed force of nature. So that was your intentions to cause some type of anxiety. So if these people knew, that's what I'm saying. In order for you to want to cause these types of traumas on somebody, you've been watching them for a long time then. So you watch them go through certain things, or maybe you was the cause of these things from the beginning that you was hoping that they would not overcome. So once they overcome and heal from these things, you're trying to re-traumatize their trauma. Make it make sense. You're trying to re-traumatize their trauma. Yeah, the crows. I'm confirming that one. So that's like saying you're mad because people we've overcome things that you chose not to. Make it make sense. And these are people of all ages, but I noticed, well, from my observations, yeah, you would have thought maturity comes with age. Oh no, you're sadly mistaken. A lot of these older generations that try to say, "Oh, listen to my knowledge. I give you wisdom." All you're doing is setting people up into their own karmic cycle. What do you mean? Hoping that you can get another shot at life. Make it make sense. So when you want to go to these elders, be very mindful of what you listen to. Be very mindful of what they tell you. Be very mindful of how you take it in or not take it in. But I'm telling you now, this was their agenda. Because you know when you cause people anxiety, what does that do? It upsets everything in your system. It have you completely out of whack, out of sync with everything. And the worst and the biggest thing is your nervous system. Do you understand me? But because then that's what they were trying to do, I guarantee you that's what they're experiencing now on a whole different scale. Guaranteed. Yeah, they're mad at the fact that you have the strength and the goal to cut things off and walk away from things that's not serving you. If it's not for your highest good, you're not entertaining it. Yeah. Exactly. You see, with the Divine Collective, yeah, we bring people together, but it's for unity. Whereas these people bring people together for their own agenda. Do you understand me? Their own nefarious intent. So in that sense, This is how these people have been like. And I said this yesterday. This is how these people have been evading their own karma, because everybody that decided to, whether they took a bribe or however it's way they got involved, regardless if you was told the truth or not, it's still your responsibility to ask the right questions, do your own research, fact check at least. So clearly, if you none of you did that, that just tells me you wanted to believe that, because that made you feel better about whatever you had going on in your own life or the lack of. Do you understand me? It's literally like people are okay with you being okay, but not better than them. Sad. Yeah, they're mad at your determination. The fact that you're determined to get where you're going, regardless if they stole your resources, turn people against you, try to sabotage you in every which way, shape, or form. Understand me? I'm even going to include the parental figures that was plying their own child with drugs and alcohol. You're going to rot for that. I promise you. Because they knew you as a Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, they've known this from you as a child, so they've watched this in you. Instead of nurturing it, they try to destroy it. Because they either wanted it for themselves or they wanted it for their child. So some of you are being seen as like walking judgment. Literally. And I can take it as like, this is like you being either backed by the divine, or this is what you was put here to do. And manifestations in the upright. So it's literally like confirming like you tapped into your own magic. Instead of believing in it, you've got to join these demonic cults. Do you understand? To get anywhere or to elevate in life. That's the biggest lie anybody could tell you. But you people believed it though. You wanted the easy way, not the long way. And it's fine. But then don't try and tear someone else down because they took the long way. Do you understand me? And it's becoming successful for them. And that's what's really burning you. I can literally see people saying, "Oh, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna amount to anything. This, that, and the third. We don't support you." Listen, from when God validates you, who can be against you? Exactly. They was hoping to prey on your caring nature. Yeah, we can have a caring nature, but at the same time, we're allowed to have boundaries and we have a right to protect ourselves. Do you understand me? Because we see right through you. That's what you don't like. You just don't like the fact that you cannot block our discernment. Oh, look at that. So, is there a King of Pentacles in the reverse? Excuse me. So, if you, however you obtain that security anyway, what I can say is you're not feeling secure no more. And you're not getting the results that you used to get or you're used to getting. So, this is kind of like somebody who's so narcissistic. It's like they're hell bent on having their way or getting things their own way. And if they can't get it the easy way, they will force things the hard way, i.e., doing nefarious things. How long do you think that was going to work? Just asking. Or not. And that's all it is. These are individuals that are, they're not just jealous. They despise the feminine energy because it's something that they don't have. So they're trying to find any destructive way to try and destroy it. And that's what they do. They'll always try and destroy what they cannot control. Do you understand? So these are people that accountability is not in their alphabet. These are people that like their cake and eat it. Or should I say, multiple cakes. These are the kind of people that feel that they can do whatever they want to who they want with no consequences and no one should be questioned. And God forbid if you stand up for yourself. God forbid if you defend yourself and speak up. That's what they're looking to sniper your ass, I guarantee you. See, but they don't want you to be celebrated or you are being celebrated. You said it. Do you know what? You don't need other people's validation to celebrate yourself. You don't need a crowd to celebrate yourself. You don't need the codependency or the validation of others to celebrate yourself. But continue to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, honor yourself, continue to love yourself, and just keep it moving. Period. Those are these unseen pure heart chakras. So maybe some of you had to heal from a lot of things. Let a lot of things go. Also forgive a lot of things as well as forgive yourself. And that's fine. Everybody's a work in progress, except for some people are work with no progress. Because that's not on their agenda. Yeah, see that? So I'm getting this is blue. So again, this is like people expected to thrust you into darkness and for you to either stay in that darkness or for you to go blind or just wither away and die type thing. No, you didn't. They didn't realize, yeah, that whoever God created you to be, you are a guiding light. So of course, what come out? The light within you. Your own light came out and lit the way for you. As these people wanted you stuck in the dark or they wanted you exiled. They wanted you running around like begging. Please, give me some breadcrumbs. Please. I'll let you abuse me. I'll let you slander me. I'll let you steal all my money. I'll let you rape me whenever you want to. Where are we doing that at? I don't think so. And this is why you're getting the Ace of Cups because you persevered. It's literally like no matter what these people threw at you, no matter who they used to come for you in every way, shape, or form, you still persevered. Never judge a book by its cover. This is why you got the Ace of Cups. This is why you are seen as the Ace of Cups. So we got the 9 and the 10. That's the synchronicity. Or I can see it as 999. Wait. Is there 3? Hold on. So maybe these people was out here whether he was filing false charges or I'm seeing people coming up on charges. So devil on the bottom. Then it's likely they couldn't tempt you. Literally, they want to take you off your spot. I have to put that in there. Yeah, you can talk about me all you like. Nobody cares. Yeah, these are people. So maybe either these people are being challenged, yeah, or they're being questioned about these diabolical choices they made. So whatever the lies they told to validate the bad choices that they made, especially against someone who did nothing to them, yeah, doesn't feel very good, does it? So it's not only you'll be made to feel how you made other people feel, but it's on a scale where, so for instance, if you did this to 30 people, you're getting back that feeling of all those 30 people collectively in one go. If that makes any sense, rightly so. Yeah. For some of us, we've had to get by on barely anything. Imagine that. And we still made it look good. And I can imagine these people are probably out lying saying, "Oh," and if you made up fake accounts or made up fake what do you call it, like AI pictures, trying to imply that we're doing things for change or we're on certain sites, we've been vindicated. So yeah, we will be pressing charges. Absolutely. Let me see if the Wheel of Fortune comes out. It's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Tower. So what I'm seeing is you people are just going through back-to-back towers. Yeah. I'm either getting like the collective is awakened fully or other people are awakening. And there's been some type of, I don't know, I'm not saying like revelation, but people are speaking up more, people are revealing more. I don't know who's taking accountability, but it is what it is. You know, you're always going to have those through that. Is that right? You will be stuck in their ego. Oh, it is as well. Damn. That's another sign. So I bet somebody was out there doing spa work over. I don't know if it was started from Friday. Mm. But that shit can be washed away anyway, so it is what it is. And that's your future for the, or this is your destiny for the foreseeable future. Maybe even this time and the next lifetime. In fact, your whole bloodline. Literally. So that's multiple different things falling apart or bad things happening to you. It's literally like you're getting back everything you've done to others with added more or compensation. Literally. And I don't think anybody's going to help you. So maybe some of you, I'm not the only one that's been doing this neither. There's a lot of us out here that's been that are awakened, and there's also a lot of us out here that, how can I say, are just trying to steal other people's destiny or steal other people's life, basically. And we know the ones that are because these are the ones that maybe they pay for subscribers because when you're in their life, the same way how you people are trying to be in a life, putting witchcraft on the reader, there's readers out there that will do that to their collective same way. Do you understand me? To keep them coming back or to keep them supporting them, whatever the case may be. People are waking up to that. They're noticing a difference. Some of these people are going to disappear. Yeah. See, do you know what? Did you see that the Empress fell on the Page of Swords, which is awakened? So there's a lot of us out there having a rebirth. So there's a lot of us rising to the occasion, so to speak. It's literally like coming to the forefront. Like the time is now, isn't it? And there's people out there trying to cause controversy around it. This color means this is their intentions. to try and like confuse it or distort it or to just get people together to attack it. Do you understand me? It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. These are people that are doing the devil's work. Why do people like to mess with people's Wi-Fi? Do you know, for whatever you're doing, I hope you get electrocuted. That's no more than what you deserve. You understand? That is mad that we encompass every major arcana and people kind of see us as an inspiration. There's people out there that will genuinely verbalize that and tell us that, but then there's other people that would low key want to say that, but they're saying that to themselves, but they hate us really. It's like they love to hate us, but they got no reason to hate us. Do you understand? I know it's weird, isn't it? They really want to hate us, but they're thinking to themselves, now, there's no reason for me to hate this person. They've not done anything. They've not tried to harm me. They've not tried to tarnish me. Yet, though, all it is, we kind of, in the best way possible, not our fault. It's a thing where if you're insecure about being in the company of someone else, that's something that you're lacking. That's something that you need to work on. So instead of working on that, you'd rather target that individual and attack them. Do you really think the divine's going to allow you to do that? Are you stupid? Clearly, you must be. You are an inspiration. And the thing about it's not just about you being an inspiration. You inspire others to be an inspiration to themselves first. Not anybody, not any random Joe Blocks. Be an inspiration to yourself first before you can be an inspiration to anybody else. These are you, but you got some of these people out there, Clipped. I'll be honest. You got this is the truth. You got these people out there, yeah, that I don't know. Even the older people as well. They've lived their life. Doesn't matter how it went through. The point of the matter is they've lived their life. So instead of encouraging people or inspiring people the right way, they're encouraging people the wrong way because they're jealous, and that's real sad that people do that. So just be mindful about whose advice you're taking. Do you understand me? Because all they're doing is leading you straight there. I kid you not. They're leading you to be bound. Do you understand me? And once you're bound for some of these people, maybe because they did it for so long, or however far they went, they're bound. Do you understand me? There's no protection for them at all. Even if they repent now, I noticed that the rain's getting heavier. Oh yes. Oh yes. See? And this is probably why you're out here trying to steal our creative designs or our creative ideas. This is how you know you work for the devil. Even on this app as well. I'll tell you straight. What these people do is some of you I won't even call you creators because for you to see someone listen, subscribers don't mean shit. Do you understand me? It's what's in there and what you're putting out that counts, yeah? But some of you people that is like you validate your title by how many followers you have or how much ranking you have. That ain't nothing because when you die, you cannot take that ranking with you. When you die, that ranking it means shit. You cannot take that shit to the bank. Do you understand me? But what you people have been doing is people that you believe are not as important as you. So why are you stealing the people's ideas? Why are you stealing people's content? Word for word too. Better still, why are you even out here screen recording people's shit, making fake accounts of them to make money off of other people's content? So you're trying to steal money out of other people's mouth. And you think that's gonna fly? Oh no, boo boo. You're all getting exposed. Every single one of you will have your day. I guarantee you. That's a guaranteed fact. Yeah, so some of you have been given some look at that, I told it was gonna come up. Yeah. Six of Cups. In the upright. It's time to embrace your happiness. It's literally like these people were trying to stop you from your own happiness because they're miserable. And that's something I find it very bizarre. I think that's very much a mental illness. Because if you want to destroy someone else's happiness because you're bitter, that doesn't make any sense. Why don't you make the adjustments, sorry, and work on yourself to get yourself to that same place? I don't get it. Because you've done all these things, yeah? You've caused all these ruckus, you've harmed all these people. Collective. These people still ain't happy. Do you understand me? So what are we really doing here? They still ain't happy. Make it make sense. Yeah, some of you on a voice to discovery. However which however way it is for you. See it there? Look at that sun card come out again. Endurance. Yeah, you ain't gonna stop. For some of you, it's like, how can I say? You know, you're just so laser focused on you, which is good. Because I can guarantee you, some people probably was laser focused on um the wrong people. I'm not saying the wrong people in a bad way, I mean in the sense of where you was being watched like through a microphone, not through a microphone, sorry, through a magnifying glass. These people would see you get to a certain point, yeah, and they were sending people in to you to drag you backwards. Some of you are realizing that. Some of you are realizing the pattern of things. You think to yourself, but yeah, that's weird because anytime I got to a certain level, who did you tell? Who did you speak to? Who did you want to share the good news with? And then boom, someone comes around you that so say needs help. That was all a trap. Because these were the same people that was involved in tearing down in the first place. So they was going through some type of karma or misfortune. Like I said, when you help them, what that does is you're agreeing to take on these people's karma. And they had you wrapped up in that for a long time. No more. No more. You got to the finish line, Colette. So your success is yours. And then these people can take credit for it. This is why they want to come back into your life now so that they can get a piece of the pie. Be like, yeah, you see, I told you was tired. I told you I had this, but no, you didn't. I can imagine these people will be told lies to me that like, oh, I did this for this person. They didn't do nothing. Do you understand me? Go back and ask these people again what they said they did to assist you. I guarantee the story is going to change. A lie never remembers their story. The truth doesn't change. Understand? The truth never changes. But a lie never remembers their story. They don't expect people to come back and ask them the same shit again. Yeah. These people are mad that you're not stuck. And they wanted you to not have balance, so they don't have any balance in any aspect of their life. Probably because they focus on the wrong thing. And the fact that they still choose to covertly attack you, smear your name, still messing around with sparks. So these people don't learn. But what they can't do is blame you for anything. Because we never reciprocated any of the energy. That's why they're really mad. Can they like to say, oh, that person's sold their soul, that person works for the devil, that person does this, that, and the third. They're just describing themselves, by the way. I hope you know that. This is why they sound so convincing. Because they're literally telling you, they're telling on themselves. Do you understand me? They're just flipping the names around. That's what it is. When you really think about it, and then you think to yourself, hold on a minute. Every time this person goes through something, show offs when they come off their high horse, when they get knocked down a peg or two, it's always someone else's fault. They're always fixated on this person and this person and that, and they got the little minions backing them up. Do you understand? People are gonna see that pattern and be like, it's been you the whole time. Because the same people that they're telling these stories to, oh, don't get it twisted. I guarantee you, they've attacked them in some way, shape, or form. Six of Swords. Moving on. And we're moving on now. Moving on now. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Yeah. I can't remember who sings that. Is it Boney M? Is it Boney M? Yeah, I told you. Some of you are embarking on your own voyage. It's literally like clawing yourself out the trenches or getting yourself out of quicksand. When you was in the thick of it, I'll be honest with you, you probably didn't see any way out. And I get it. That's understandable. You don't want to see a way out. But something in you said, nah, I can't give up. Because you know you've been there so many times before. Again, think about it. Surrounded by the wrong people, which they made you comfortable in going backwards. So they had you exactly where they wanted you. Do you understand? Disgusting. Now these people can't say nothing to you. I deserve for some of you. Yeah, look at that. I told you. Don't play with the divine collective. Point blank period. Jealousy never gets you nowhere. And it's funny because these are people, yeah, that you may not seen it as them using you for their own self-gratification. You may have seen it as, oh, you're just helping out a friend or helping out a family member, even a stranger. Now you're realizing they was only just using you for their own self-gratification. They wanted you for whatever they wanted you for, and the minute they got what they wanted, some of them you didn't even get a thank you. You just got discarded disrespectfully. And that was done deliberately so that they didn't have to acknowledge what you did for them. They did that so that they can then run around and be like, oh, well, they did this and this and this and this, forgetting all the shit that they did for why you turned your back on them. They're not going to mention that. You see people like that? Stay away from them. Stay away from them. I used to be that person. Yeah, where I would just go and I would just help anybody. Especially family, people that you believe are supposed to be family. Do you understand? Even friends that I've treated as family. And in a mad way, I thought to myself, I did the same thing. Like I thought, if I focus on helping other people, then when I need help, they reciprocate it. Shit. Absolutely not. Yeah? But I was hard of hearing. And that was something that I had to learn. I was hard of hearing. Do you understand me? And then I realized every time I help someone a little bit, their life skyrockets. But yet though, everything in my life falls apart. I was thinking, what the hell's going on? I didn't understand it for so long. Now I get it. And I come back for every piece of energy. I'm telling you, every piece of it. that you stole, pillaged, and pilfered from me. Yeah, these are people that cause you nothing but grief. Nothing but grief. But they wanted you to stay in this energy of grief. Why? Because it's a low vibrational frequency. That way, if you set that low vibrational frequency, yeah, anything that they project towards you will attach to you. It's literally like you'd be a magnet for that shit. I'm telling you. How do I know? Been there, done that, heal from that shit, and threw that shit in a bin. That's how I can speak on that shit. Yeah, for some of you, all you wanted to do was have the same love that you give to other people reciprocated, but it never was. People don't love people, they use people. Not everybody, just the ones you found yourself around, but see it from this aspect. This is how I had to see it, yeah. There was a lesson that I had to learn myself. Do you understand? And at first I didn't get it. So you can imagine, these people had the field day. Look at that, 10-10, done. It's a wrap, 10-10. Change is here. And it's in the uprights. I'm getting it's a good change. And look at that, we got the new venture. Look at these colors. Look at the synchronicity of these colors. Not to be funny, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that weird how it came out like that? Don't you think? Do you know, this is the intentions. I think indigo is the intentions, or your intentions. Purple is the universe. Do you understand? So by you making the changes, collective is literally like you're not only putting yourself back in alignment and staying there. Do you understand? And staying there. We make that very clear. You're protecting yourself, and that's the most important thing is to protect yourself. Have your boundaries. Make a position very clear. Do you understand me? What you will and will not tolerate. Period. But these people keep trying to not only just overstep your boundaries, they keep trying to trample on your boundaries. Nah. Nah. Not anymore. That's a done deal. That's why change is there an accomplishment. This is what's yielding this for you. This is what people want to keep you from. So that they can steal it from you. Does that make any sense? They knew what you was destined for. They knew what belonged to you. So they wanted to steal everything that belonged to you. That's rightfully yours. Do you understand me? Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. The proof's in the pudding. This is why they kept causing you grief. So every time you was building things up, they would cause you this grief, yeah, put you in this energy so they can steal all your wealth, all your shit from you. This is what they do to everybody. Especially these Warlockian men. I'm gonna just say it. Yeah. Some men are good leaders, yeah, don't get me wrong, but majority of them are not. I'm just gonna take it like it is. So they're mad because you possess all the qualities that they pretend to have. Do you understand? And you proved yourself over the test of time. Look at that. The lovers. So this is like saying you're calling out fake lovers or you're putting an end to fake love. And they know who they are. These are the ones that come with all the promises. Do you understand me? It's like they make you all the promises of a life, this, that, and the third. Try and whisk you off your feet. It's just love bombing. And that doesn't even last a week. But yet, these are people that are living off of you. They're living and thriving off of your energy. These are people that pretend to come to the table with something or say like, oh yeah. Even people that go, yeah, we'll call it 50-50. How many women in this chat now can confirm that? How many men that you've met that be like, oh yeah, I help contribute towards boys, but they always come to stay in your apartment. Do you understand me? and yet they don't contribute towards anything. But yet they wanna rule the house, but yet no, ain't contributing towards shit. Because let me tell you, penis is not a contribution, my dear. Okay? Penis is not a contribution at all. It's like they keep feeding you online. And most of these men, what they do is, the first thing they do is put magic on you. I never wondered, this person is full of shit. Some of them was abusing you physically, spiritually, sexually, every way possible, mentally. And you probably left many times. They would let a little bit of time go by. But what I believe they was doing in the meantime, they was doing sympathy spells. But you can't understand, hold a minute. If this person is so disgusting towards me, they keep saying the same thing but doing the exact same opposite every time. Why do I keep letting them back in? These people put magic on you. Okay? Once you broke that spell, it was a wrap. That's why they're mad. I'ma just tell it like it is. That's why they're mad. So be careful who you're around, especially when it comes to things like things you've worn, items of clothing. I even go as far to say, yeah, your menstrual cycle, things like that. Do you know what they can do with that? And also watch what they give you too. Because the shit that I found out in the last couple of years, because I knew something wasn't right. They will put their own fluids in food and feed it to you, but yet they'll not eat. So they can bind you to them. Can they think they own you? No, boo-boo. The divine owns us. They ain't gonna tell you that, but I will. And this is why they have all these little weak vesseled individuals obsessed with them. Because they did the same thing to these people. The only thing difference is these people chose that. We didn't choose that. We chose to want better. Do you understand me? What we was worth. So these people wanted you to believe that you're not worth anything, and they are. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're living off someone else's pocket. You're spending someone else's money. You're stealing someone else's energy. You ain't paying for it. You ain't contributing towards nothing. But yet, though, you think you're the one that's worthy? I'm confused. Where did you do that? Hi, collective. Make it make sense. That man, could you transform people? Oh, hell no. This is the transformation that they try to keep you from. This is the side of you that God knows you can be. Do you understand me? This is the person God was leading you to be. But they didn't want that, but they act like, oh yeah, we love. That's why I ask people, what God are you talking about? The God of this realm or creator? Because I'm talking about the creator, okay? Not the God of this realm. There's a difference. So that's when somebody says that you ask them which one. And you'll know by the look on their face. Okay? You'll know by the look on their face. And they got the cheek to say that we sold our soul. You mad? We're not bound to nothing. If anything, we're bound to the creator. Creator. The same person that created the governor of this realm. Make it make sense. Okay. Yeah. This is why they want to take you out. They're mad that you've tapped into your intuitive side. They're mad at some of these people want the way you find solutions, your creativity, the fact that you lead by example. Do you understand? The qualities that you have naturally within you is what these people have been fabricating. Do you understand me? But none of these people, the same people that listen to fabricated too, yeah, I would be asking where's the evidence of it? Where's the evidence of it? Because listening to the word of fly monkeys, that's not proof. Show me physical proof, and they can. All they can say is, oh, well, so and so could tell you, and so and so can tell you. No. Do you understand me? Birds will ever flock together. Okay? Aye. Them not like me, I'm not like them. Them I'm an enemy, I'm and them the friend. That's a joke. I don't business. Yeah. They're mad because they know, yeah, had they not stolen what was rightfully yours, you would use your gifts to then elevate others. Do you understand me? That you thought was, or you was guided to elevate. So unless you're demonic, why would you not want someone to do that? Isn't that why the creator created us? Make it make sense. They don't want to see unity. Do you understand me? All they want to see is other people believing they have power or control. They don't want to see unity. And they hate when they see anybody speaking a good word about you. Or if someone was to tell them about something that you did for them that you've not broadcasted, they would refute it, but no, I don't believe that. But yet, though, they're the same ones spreading this propaganda, spreading the lies, but trying to make it out to be true or trying to force it to be true. But then doing nefarious things in the background, do you understand me, to make it look like that. To try and push you into be like, you know what? F it. That's what they want you to do. And some of you may have done that quite a few times. I know I did in the past, but I wasn't fully aware of my enemies back then. I am now. Do you understand me? I learned enough lessons. I don't need to learn these ones again. Again, these so many people that are older than us. Why have they not learned? Oh, I tell you why. They don't want to. Okay? So these are people that don't want to. They don't want to. These people are just lazy. But they may cut everybody else is lazy. Do you know what they call hard work? I guarantee you, love bombing people. That's hard work for them. Okay? Tell it like it is. Look at that. No more restriction. What is contemplation? Is that when you like think about things before you act? Or like you go over like the pros and the cons before you make like a decision? Isn't that what that kind of means? So that's actually these people wanted you out impulsive. They wanted you to feel like mentally bound, restricted. But that's a mindset. That's a mindset that they, how can I say, that they revel in. Do you understand me? But then they have to use other people to make themselves feel strong or feel important. Do you understand me? Like bigger than the program. That is the highest personification of weakness I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing and experiencing firsthand. It's just a lot of bitterness. And I don't get why people are bitter. I mean, you literally stolen everything from the collective, but yet that you're still bitter and hateful. Make it make sense. The difference is we don't validate our self-worth through immaterial items. That's you. And look what I got, look what I got. No, look what you stole. Look what you stole. Okay? Yeah. Collective, you are peace and serenity. You embrace peace and serenity. It's literally like these people think to themselves, how can you go through all these things? Some of these people have been watching, man, don't get it twisted. They're watching more than you may know now, but before you probably wasn't aware. But they've always been watching. Since you took your first breath, they've been watching. Every something you take, every move you make, I've been watching you. And they think you belong to them. Hell no. We belong to the divine and the divine only, period. And I stamped that too. Go boo boo. So these people like to get their how they feel love is by the worship of others. So even these people, because women do it too as well, man. Even these people that do magic on people to make someone attracted to them. That's never gonna end well. And people that do that, you're low. And you deserve everything you get, as far as I'm concerned. The fact that you gotta do that to get someone to look at you just clarifies and confirms you don't see yourself with any self-worth. So how do you really believe you're gonna maintain a relationship when you don't actually withhold and you don't have any of those qualities within you? Make it make sense. This is why they like to deflect. Yeah. Just a minute ago. Yes, told you. Look, come on, there are women out there that I like this because this could actually even be women in masculine energy, but for the most part, it is a lot of twisted men. So we know temperance angel is in the reverse. You know what that is, don't you? That's a demon. Okay? How can example can I give? Actually, no, I won't. I scratch that. I won't. I keep it to myself. Yeah, there's no harmony in their existence now. To have zero emotional balance. This is someone that's probably the mask is all the way off, so they're probably exposed, naked and afraid. They have no control of what comes out of their mouth. So the true colors have come out basically. They're in their true form. Why? Because they're not able to steal the energy of the collective, period. They're not able to use divine feminine energy. You understand? Divine feminine energy. You know exactly what I mean by that. I don't need to spell it out. So these is the Jezebels. The Jezebel spirit, so I say, masquerading as that. Or to pretend to be love and light. But they kind of like overdo it. But at the same time, they're very lustful. That's what they care about. And until when they do that, to trap you in your energy or to attach themselves and bind themselves to your energy. And if you're not smart, that's some of them shits. Some of these people don't escape this. If you're not aware, you're not going to escape it. And it will just suck you dry. And then 9 times out of 10, they put a life insurance policy on you. And when they're ready to bin you off and cash in, they make sure they got another replacement ready. Do you understand? That's these people. That's these people. In fact, these two people is probably a couple. That's probably a couple. I don't know if there's some type of open marriage, but there's no harmony anymore. I mean, it's like two people coming together and they both try to play each other. Imagine that. That's what I see. Two people coming together wearing a mask and they both got played. Yeah. so many people are obsessed with your creative imagination, the way you think, and also worried about, because for a lot of us, of course, so many people that we are no longer around, yeah, I just heard we are the keeper of secrets. So they're wondering when they're gonna be outed. All in good time, but not prematurely. And it's another reason why they're off their rocker, because they know the truth we speak is backed by evidence. Don't you, karmics? And that includes these incestuous family members. But yeah, just a little tidbit for the beginning of the week. I hope everybody had a nice Sabbath yesterday. Holy Sabbath. What course have I done? Maybe the. Hopefully that doesn't drop on the floor. Let me put it there. Let's see what the ancestors. What message will the ancestors have for the collective? What message did they? I have to do this in 2 pounds because my hand can't fit around them. Little fingers. Alright, hold on. Alright. Use some ancestor messages for the divine collective. Here comes this. Oh shoot. No, I'll do that again. That's too many. We'll be here all day. Okay. Major arcanas again. Do some of you live in the countryside? Or would you like to, or are you planning to move to the countryside? I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. What are those blue arrows? I'm confused. Oh, so you reposted it, but it's not coming up, which is weird. Why is the repost not coming up? If you're, I've seen that a few times actually, but it's not coming up. The repost is not coming up. Thank you anyway. This is what they do. It is a collective read. Oh damn. Do you know what? What's wrong with this screen? I went and invited someone by accident. How do you undo it? Yeah, you choose yourself. You're supposed to choose yourself. Ooh. Um, 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 we have, these look like three major arcanas, which is good. And then the Messenger of Earth Collective. Divine Collective. The Messenger of Earth. Let me get these in order. And this is an Earth. Duh. It says Messenger of Earth, meant to be an Earth card, isn't it? But the rest of these is major arcanas. Um, Hold on. 3, 5, 21. 3 and 5 is 8. Isn't 8 the infinity symbol? Yeah, it's 3 sun. 5 is star. Oh, this is 5 of earth. So we've got 2 earths and 2 major. Oh, that's good then. 2 earths and 2 major arcanas. 3 and 21. Let me see. 3 and 21. Council of all beings. Let me read the earth ones first. Messenger of earth. 5 of earth. Five of earth is 157 and 168. 157. Let me put 16. Put this card in 168. 157. All right, 157. One thing becomes another. And it says, your wisdom is a wild hare, the goddess familiar, leaps above Mother Earth. Over the weeds and grasses, clover and wildflowers that feed her. Over her mother's bones, wrestling the earth beside her newborn. Yes, I'm just going to read a little bit because some of these are a bit long. Besides her newborn offspring, life is its own circle. Your essence is life, death, and rebirth. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Don't be greedy. Tell that to the karmics. Your counsel is, yes. What am I just saying? I was just saying this. Pay attention to what you're consuming and why. Pay attention to the waste you're creating. There is no waste in nature. Everything is returned to Mother Earth to be remade. How can you express your gratitude for her gifts and give back? Your magic is the third thing magic changes is you commit to finding ingredients for your healthy, sustainable source. Find local substitutes for exotic ingredients, sorry. Work with plants and rocks that can be found where you live. Be sure to return the things to Mother Earth. Okay. Then we got Messenger of Earth. Let me see. Messenger of Earth. The reindeer seer, the messenger of earth, stands beside her beloved companion and guide. Their world is snow covered and painted with blue shadows. Cast by distant sun, the seer is young to have the gift of sight. But it's because she is young that she is able to see the future clearly. Your essence is foresight, weighty responsibility, incorruptibility, virtue, possibility, honesty, and truth. Your counsel is whether visions come through natural intuition or skillful divination, you can see the future. Don't be afraid that it can't be changed. Know that fate is what you make it. Not everything is within your control, but if you use your power to control yourself, the future will be yours to shape. And then we got the major ones. Hold on. Major arcanas. 182 241. 182 241. 182 241. 182. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. 4 and 4 is 8, isn't it? Oh, wow. 182 241. 182 241. 182 and find 241. Someone's getting heated, isn't it? Is someone hot under the collar? Or you just like angry heated? This is the Sun card. And it says, there's a divine light that shines even in the darkest of times. When you face the most hidden and shameful things within you, when you are confronted by the most flagrant and wounding things in the world around you, the young hawk god Horus descends with the sun in his beak, offering it to you like a baby bird. Open your mouth. I'm sorry for laughing to when they worded it. Open your mouth and swallow it. The sun now shines within you so you can see what you must slowly, organically, magically. The time has come to accept and love the most hidden, the most wounded things about yourself, the things you feel ashamed of, the things you hide away. Your essence is seeing what was hidden, vulnerability, self awareness, self respect, healing, triumph, and energy. Your counsel is to look what frightens and shames and wounds you. With time, patience, and tenderness, you'll learn to accept, forgive, and love yourself. You'll figure out the lessons to be learned as if you're turning a key in the lock of your past. Your patterns will break open. You'll earn your own self respect. A spark of new life will stir within you, and healing and joy will follow. And when you're ready to share what you're most afraid of letting the world see, your courageous vulnerability will become the sun for others who are seeking the light of healing. I like that one. And then the council of all blessings. You see, a lot of you come into people's life as a blessing. They just chose not to see it. And that's fine, that's fair enough, but you can't abuse a blessing and then expect it to still be there, if that makes any sense. It says, makers of magic have always met where air, fire, water, and earth intersect. This was the world of our ancestors. As worlds of enchantment, harmony, and family, grandmothers had wings and brothers leaves. Aunts had fur, cousins fins, and the earth was our mother. But that was a long time ago, led by those in love with power. So many have been given the power of love, but some still know its wonder and wisdom. They honor the blessings that flow into each of us, that fill and fulfill us when flow from us into the world. Your essence is urgency, summoning connection, community, maturity, readiness, reverence or reverence, kindness. And your counsel is it's time to attend to your own magic within and around you. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities because they reveal the emerging pattern of your destiny. Realms of spirit are open to you, and there are guides and allies who will help you. The teachers you are seeking know that magic isn't made with supernatural or willful manipulation. Exactly, same thing I said, didn't it? Of unseen willful manipulation of unseen forces. You won't find it in someone else's incantations or recipes. Open your heart and discover what real magic is. The power of divine love flowing into and through you into the world. The council advises that the future depends on your ability to cultivate that love within yourself with Mother Earth and all her people. I agree. I like that. So hold on, these cards away first, and then answer some questions. All right, who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Now, you can't shoot the messenger. Okay. All right, who's first? A collective. I don't know why people come in with their stupidness. If you're gonna do that, just get the hell out my chat because I have zero time or zero tolerance for it. Reposted. Charizard. Is that your name? I'll pull from these, and I can't pull from the same ones I've just been pulling from. I would have to clear the energy off first. So, let me make sure they're all upright first. Yosh. Do you know what's funny as well? People only like to refute the truth. You notice that, innit? And we like to speak from experience. Alright, can I get a card for... Is it Charizard? How do you pronounce that? Charizard? Charizard? Is it Charizard or Charizard? Charizard or Charizard? Can I get a card for Charizard, Spirit, please? And thank you. Can I get a card for Charizard? Oh, that was quick. I don't know if you're male or female, but the Emperor card came out. So I'll give you a message. Excuse me. It says, hold on. It's in the upright. It says you're establishing structures and foundations from which your success will grow. You favor stability and certainty over flexibility and change. You have the discipline to see your plans through. So I don't know if it fits. Whatever it is you've got going on, just know you're on the right track. So if I'm confirming something, then that's good. Let me see. Who else? All of them. Yeah, it's sad, I know. Purple and gold. Yeah, purple is spirit and gold is your sacral chakra. All right, you're asking me a yes or no question. So, what's your name? Is that your real name, Dion? Spirit Dion wants to know if this year will get better for her or him. Sorry if I got it wrong. Him or her. I'm just gonna say him or her because I'm not sure. Even though that sound like a male name, it could still be a female. Dion to you wants to know if this year will get better for her or him. Sorry, him or her. Yes or no? Will this year get better for Dion to you, Spirit? Yes or no? Will this year get better for Dion to you? Yes or no? Oh yeah, that's a strong yes as well. Don't even sweat it. Don't think about it. Don't stress about it. Just know it will get better and just carry on planning forward. The more you dwell on, oh, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring in more of that kind of negativity. That makes sense. You're just gonna bring in badness, basically. But if you just let it go and pay attention to the signs, or how can I say? I know this is gonna sound crazy, yeah. You'll get little reminders or warnings about things, and the first thing to know is what they do is what your spirit time, even your ancestors will do is, say for instance, you'll be walking somewhere, yeah, and literally a white feather will just float in front of you. That's them reassuring you that shit's gonna be all right. From your ears ain't ringing, don't worry about it. Put it to the back of your mind and focus on what you can control. Do you understand me? Because anything you're thinking, they can hear it. That makes any sense. So they're just gonna remind you you've got nothing to worry about. Do you understand? What's that supposed to be? Marge Simpson on her jeans. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what they do. It's like they try to convince you to come into some type of agreement. Do you know how dirty these people are? Don't shake nobody's hand. Be careful people ask you the time. These are just a lot of things that these are the little dirty that people are trying to use. I told you I was coming home the other day, yeah. And something said to me, look up. So I've looked up because I was actually looking at my phone. I've looked up here, I swear to you, I looked up here. And I know because I've experienced this too. The only difference is I went to shake this lady's hand, but something in me pulled my hand back, said, don't do that. And I pulled my hand back as a nah, that's right. Like, I don't really want you to touch me. And this lady got mad. She got angry that I didn't want her to touch me. And I knew from that, this bitch is either on something or this bitch is a demon in human form. But anyway, the same way they do it, they put these little innocent looking old ladies out with a little dog. Like butter wouldn't melt. Imagine. I watched her coming on the steps to the bus stop here. There's like four people on the bus stop here. She picked the young melanated individual. Yes, she did. Of all the people on the bus stop, this is why I know this bitch is a demon. Do you understand me? She picked this little young melanated person. And I'm saying to my, all I'm saying in my head, I don't know if I was telepathically communicating with this girl. All I'm saying in my head is, please don't tell her the time. If anything, show this bitch your phone. Do not tell her the time. And as she said, oh, I'm really sorry to bother. I'm thinking to myself, liar. And I didn't say anything. I was just told to observe. So that's what I did, yeah. And I kid you not, yeah. It's like the girl looked at her, and I think she knew. She even knew, or she was communicated to. She went, "What did you say?" And she said, "Oh, I'm really sorry to interrupt and bother you, but could you please just tell me the time?" It was the way she tried to do it. I'm thinking, you deceitful, demonic bitch. But anyway, the girl looked at her phone, looked at this woman. I think she sensed it. Instead of her saying what the time was, she went, "Oh, here it is." Listen, from when she did that, the woman that was asking for the time, her interest was gone. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. But before it was, oh, could you tell me the time, please? Yeah, didn't mean to change that. And I just said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Because, yeah, yo, listen, these people, yeah, they're cutthroat. Like butter wouldn't melt. Biggest wolf in sheep's clothing. Any more? I can't even see the questions. But yeah, just little things like that, and I've had the same experience. When that lady wanted to shake my hand, I thought, "What for?" But at first, I just wasn't. I didn't want to. I want to be polite. I didn't want to come across rude, didn't it? And but it was something about her. It's like something I felt off of her. It felt very like conniving, like there was some type of underhanded or hidden intentions. And I felt something in my gut. And it's like the minute I went to put my hand out, the way she had this big grin on her face. But do you know what? Even though I went to go out there, it's like I did it in slow motion. And literally, as she went to touch my hand, I don't know if it was my spirit, I don't know what it was, yeah, but I just went like this. And yo, she got so angry. Like, and I just was looking at her like, I'm so sorry, but I don't really want anybody to touch me. I'm sorry, I don't want to. That's it. I said, I don't want no energy transfer. And she knew, because I said, I don't want energy transfer. I don't want nobody's energy transfer. And she was a little old lady, mind. Same that I put out here was a little old lady. That's what they're using as a tactic to fool people. The way she looked up at me, I kid you not. If she was a few feet taller, this woman would have tried to fight me. But you know, she couldn't. I would have just fly kicked her. Clean on the other side of the road. That's how deep it was. I would have just fly kicked her. But I knew the way she looked at me, she got angry. Can't she not go like this, like, all right then? And then she went, I got black family, you know that, don't you? I'm thinking, what does that even mean? You've got black family, and I still don't want to shake your hand. Damn, what is with these people? But yeah, just something I thought I'd add in there. Appreciation, thank you. Is that what it's supposed to be? Will you work this year? Jana E. I'm not even gonna guess what gender it is because I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not even gonna incorporate. I'm just gonna go by your name and that's it and that's all. We're trying to work this year. I know jobs is probably hard and depending on what kind of field you're in, but I get it. But don't give up hope though. Will Jana work this year, Spirit? Yes or no? Will Jana work this year? Yes or no? Yeah, you will. Mm, but kind of don't expect it to like be like tomorrow or next week. Do you understand me? Just kind of see it as it'll happen in divine time. When the time is right, it'll happen. Don't keep that at the forefront of your mind, or else it will never happen. You're just going to end up making it longer to happen. It'll just take longer to happen. That's all. I know because I've done this myself so many times. That's okay. So there's do that. What has something to do with what? What we on about? If you're on about the people that I've encountered and the lady I seen out there the other day, of course, because they're probably from the same coven. You understand? But it's because I moved to a new area, yeah, and yeah, you can kind of sense when not everybody's like this. Get me wrong. Some people around there they're quite nice. Do you know what I mean? There's a few people around there that I know from other areas, or I've known all my life, kind of thing. But the people I don't know that I'm getting to know, not saying getting to know, but when you pass people in general, like people say like, "Oh, good morning," so forth and so forth, just things like that. But yeah, this incident was like it was literally last year summer. I remember it was hot. So it was last year summer. But this incident with the girl out on the bus stop, this was just the other day. It's two different older ladies, but how can I say? To me, the intent was the same. It's literally like they come out at certain times. That makes sense. This was quite early. This is quite early because I had something to do, so I had to be out quite early, like first thing in the morning, like 8, 9, half 9, that kind of time. I think it was, yeah. So yeah, they do like to come out early. It's like they say that early bird catches the worm, but yeah. And it's not the first time this has happened. A man did that to me just literally in town the other day. In fact, on my way home that day when I seen this lady out here, but he seemed a bit offish because the way he asked me, I'm thinking, did we just come out the police station or something? That's the only reason I could think of. Why would you ask when there's clocks all over the place? Not only that, you should have a phone or a watch yourself. That's standard. If all right, friend, if you don't like a mobile phone, you should at least have a watch. That's common knowledge. People should have a watch. Make it make sense. But anyway, yeah, he asked the same thing. And I looked at my time and I said, yeah, you ain't getting me like that. So it's like they try and catch you off guard. But yeah, definitely don't let them touch you. And you got to remember, because they're soulless, they can see your light. You're literally like a beacon. It's literally like looking at a flashlight. It's like how you can see a flashlight bright at nighttime. They can see you just as bright in the daytime. If that makes any sense. That's the best way I can. They can see you just as bright in the daytime. I know it's just crazy. And I have no idea why. Why do people put silly remarks in the chat? Does that make you feel relevant? Or does that make you feel like bold? Like, oh, I've said something to them. Because what you're saying is not making any sense. You're kind of making yourself look like a fanned out fan or just outright stupid. You know? At least people are actually asking proper questions. You're not just coming up with random gobbledygook. Because that's what it looks like. Random gobbledygook. Because that's not making any sense. I've seen a lot of fake accounts. And it's mad because there we go again. So if two people's reposted the live, why is it not showing up? Make it make sense. This is what they're doing it. Weirdos. And they think that they're going to. I have to do this to make sure. So anyway, does anyone else have any questions? I know it sounds mad, but some people, they're like, I don't want to know the truth. And it depends on what you're asking anyway. But I would like to know if like my endeavors are going to be successful. So as long as you've got the right intentions and you're not like abusing someone else to get yourself where you want to be, I don't see what the problem is. If that makes any sense. I just go drink some water. I'm starving. So I got a fast today. I got a fast today, guys. And anybody that knows me knows I like to eat. Healthy though. Yeah, my junk food days are done.